Eucalyptus. Literally, the two names are the AWS. So everyone knows what is AWS, right? It's hosting infrastructure that we use. So this is Eucalyptus, and it stands for Elastic Utility Computing Architecture for linking your program to useful systems. You can still pronounce it, you keep on going. It was first released in May 2008, and in March 2012, the Eucalyptus company they entered a partnership with AWS so that both sides they say they will maintain compatibility with each other. So you can use AWS in your production and staging, and then in your dev and test environment, you are supposed to be able to use Eucalyptus without making much change to your DevOps side. So we will see later whether that is true or not. So the current version for Eucalyptus is 4.0.1, just released 2 weeks ago, and I already have it installed right here. So this is the one. Okay, so let's go to see the requirement. There is the Eucalyptus. They provide a bash script for you. Just like if you have used RVM, you will know. So you will just run a bash and then with a command. You run it on a blank CentOS instance, and you will get this. They call it cloud in a box. So you install a VM. The VM will have everything inside. So in order to do that, we need firstly, most importantly, you need a CPU with the virtualization flag. So most of the Intel CPU that was released in the last 4 or 5 years to be able to do this. You need this in order to do nested virtualization. So you run a VM, the VM run Eucalyptus, and Eucalyptus run other VM inside the inception. Second layer of VM. Which is why we need the virtualization support. And also your host machine should allocate around 4 gigs of free memory to the CentOS VM because it's quite memory intensive. Just the software alone will require around 2 gig already, and that leaves you around 2 gig left in order to run the VM. So you run those like n1.small, n1.medium without much memory, and also some free space because each image may have taken 6 gig, 8 gig, and quickly add up once you start a few instances. And lastly, most importantly, you need to have this. It's not recommended for everyone to do. Most important. Alright, so I'm going to do. So here, KVM process. And you automatically assign an IP. So in this case, we can define the IP ranges during the installation of the cloud in the box. So in this case, we will just cheat by using the same one. So we start the pin. This is the public pin. And we start the pin the private, also control. So now SSH, something. Information. So we have one Eucalyptus machine and a EC2 machine.
Nice.
And this one also one CPU. With even less memory. Wow. For some unknown reason, I don't know. It's exactly the same image. So this one used 21, the other used 28. So, and yeah, but uses more distance. Alright, so now we cover running AWS instance from AWS console and Eucalyptus instance from Eucalyptus console. Next, we will try to do this. From Eucalyptus console, this is the default tab. We can choose this tab to log into AWS. So, okay, this is my root key. I'm going to change that. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't support IAM, so we need to access an IAM account, contact your cloud administrator with yourself. You have to use your root.
Interesting.
So from here we can see the instance I created during the previous step. Oh yeah, you can't see because there's one major difference between Eucalyptus and AWS, which is Eucalyptus doesn't support VPC.
Oh.
So everything related to VPC. VPC is an enhanced networking thing AWS added about 3 years ago. And ever since it added all the library, the truck also struggled to add the VPC support. In this case, Eucalyptus still on the roadmap. They haven't added it. So, which is why the instance I added just now is not appearing here. Well, I can hopefully still see my image. So, click the file. Oh, sorry. Trying to access someone's phone. So, click the file, and then next I can make it public. SCL. So with this command, I can set it to public. And then I can curl it. So I can curl this S3 address /index and give me this one.
Yeah.
So let's say we open this in browser. Works. Okay. Now we try to do the same thing using the same command line but against Eucalyptus. So let's say first we do the ls first. So you can see by default there is already some other bucket. Each image, this Ubuntu image itself is a bucket. This PLB thing is a bucket. There's a default bucket also. So get one and the channels. So put that. So we put the files in. And then we make it public. Public. So close the thing. So it's also work, but notice I'm different. The content type here is text HTML. This one is application context string. So in this case, if I just copy this, I go to browser. Download. Download. So unfortunately, it's not exactly the same. Although the command works, the end result is not exactly the same. Okay. Doesn't set content type automatically. Okay, next we try to do some small deployment using Ansible. So hopefully you can use because after all the compatibility problem, we only try to do just a hello world with both. And Ansible, of course, is also written in Python. So we have to
build our own S3, right? But does it at all talk about like how to make it redundant and stuff like that?
They have HL. They actually have HL, and then you can have HL for your cloud node. They have cloud node and also the individual compute node. So the cloud node, you can also take out one and then the other one can take over. And the compute node is just redundant. You can have as many and then you can migrate instance from one to another. But it seems like a lot of work, so might as well just use
technology for the object storage and in Eucalyptus. Technology is used for the
you can see the Eucalyptus process taking out tons of memory. So what is this? Of course, Java. And then they have all this HTTPD process. They are actually Apache running the Apache Assist tool. Apache Assist tool. Also, SS2 is for the soup. I think originally created for soup, and they use it probably because AWS used to do soup, and AWS used to use REST. And luckily, this one can also do REST, so you can do soup and REST. So all this HTTP process is here running the, and then this Python process is running the web console. So done in Python camp. And then the object storage, that one a bit fuzzy because that one you can have many choices. You can use different technology. Even the KVM you can have other choices. They also support VM. So you can do KVM or VM.
Can we cluster Eucalyptus or can we cluster the Eucalyptus itself?
Possible.
For the
Big power.
big level?
Big power. No, small. I'm going to stop the incident so that it stops moving. I got two. I need to stop the movie.
Any other questions? Well, thank you very much.
Yay!
Okay, so who's going to do the next sector?